June 6th, the day time delivered an upgrade for all of us, an upgrade from Wilhelm. We never know who we're going to become or what our world is going to offer us, but we may think that things occurring now are happening accidentally. No, but it's all energetic. And June 6th, you might feel something. The message that I have on the site, any advice for today, says your life will change on June 6th. And you might have experienced so many things happening recently and witnessed them going on in the world, especially in the US. But it was everything that Wilhelm had said was going to occur. And you are here to do something wonderful about that. It means you're here to evolve into a higher state of your being. We all are. And we just get to decide if we're going to do that. I could not have known what I was going to receive, but I've written an article about it because I'd love for you to see it. I had it analyzed. I had to figure it out for myself because I didn't know. I was like a conduit of receiving this information that I was totally unaware of that was aligned in different ways. It was aligned energetically, and it was what was causing me to heal and also for many others. And there was a timeline to it. There's a timeline for all of us. And we have a unique journey we're meant to follow, but we get moved as the world changes and we're affected by that. And if we move into the direction of our authentic self, or you might think of it as your life purpose, your soul mission, people might think of it that way, but we all have it. Mine was obviously to bring in new information. Didn't know why I was doing it, didn't know why I was struggled so much. I didn't know why I was even saving all the messages for all of these years. I didn't know what it was going to turn into. And you don't know what you're going to turn into. Because, see, we're always evolving. No matter when we live, we have the opportunity to evolve, and we will just do it in different ways. We take information from others and we keep doing it. I'm 74. I've taken a lot of information from a lot of people, but the thing that I did not know was I was being used. That's the best way you could say it. I was receiving this information. I was driven. Several years ago, when I shifted my business, people didn't understand why. I didn't completely either, but now I do because I know what I was developing, what I was receiving all of those years. And we have technology now that helped. It helped explain it because it's science. It's just how what we have lived and learned over years of how things work. And that's what I was receiving from Wilhelm. But it was different because it hadn't been done quite in this way. But we living at a very special time on the planet. None of this is accidental. We're going through an evolutionary change, and that change is happening within you. And the way that Wilhelm explained it, now that I understand it, we all come into the world with these generational lineage, let's say, that we have within us. And then we have a choice. Are we going to move to the higher state of who we are, meaning letting go of the limitations, the restrictions that we probably picked up from somewhere else, our relatives, our ancestors, or something, and then we discover something new about ourselves, and that's what we bring to the world. But now we're also moving through a generational change, and that's what I began to understand. When they told me about 2012, I had no awareness of what that meant. Many people thought, the world was going to end or something like that. Well, I said, no, you're going to build something new, and that depends on what each of you decides to do. And that's what it says on the message on June 6th. Your life will change depending on what you decide to do. If you decide to take the next step into ownership of who you are, moving through whatever blockage, whatever fear you might be having, whatever uncomfortable thing is going on, then that's where you that's where you evolve. That's where you understand your importance. But if as you read the articles, as you read the article, you'll understand it because I wanted to write it out to explain it and show you what went on, what I uncovered as well. But when you read the messages for June 6th, because they start in 2008, that's a little cycle that went through, and each one you will see that it builds upon each other. Now, I couldn't have told you how that happened, that every June 6th I'm receiving something that was building. I never looked at it. I didn't know. And then the other thing that happened that the article was kind of proving that I was accessing things in a way that caused others to understand who they were. When I was told that I was receiving a message, I would have received a message on someone's birthday if I met them in 2012. That made no sense, except now it's showing up all the time because that was to say that each person is born with worth and value and a rightful place in the genetic code. I just happened to be decoding it, and that's really what was coming about. And it was really challenging. So I do understand what you're moving through. I understand your fear, understand your doubt because I had all of them. I had every doubt, fear, dark night of the soul, all of that. But then what it turned into is a work that can help humankind. This was about an upgrade for humankind, for every single person, because we're all consciousness. We have a shared universal consciousness, and that's what this was about. So I hope you enjoyed the article and also the messages on June the 6th, because they will help you change your life for the better. Thank you so much for being here. And please subscribe to the channel if it's your first time. And I'll leave the article and the messages as well. See you soon.